Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, that is the previous sessions, we had looked into the sequential control flow of statements, and in decision control we had looked into if statement and the if else statement. In today's session, under the decision or selective control, let's look into the nested if, elif and else statements. So firstly, let's look into the nested if statements. The syntax for nested if is if condition and then we have to append it with a colon. So basically if is the keyword over here, we specify if condition and then colon, and once the condition is satisfied it enters into another if. Since this if is part of the main if, we have to give an indentation of 4 spaces. If condition colon. So we have one if within another if. So it is a case of a nested if condition. So we write the statements 1, 2 till statement n. If this condition turns out to be false, then we have the else condition of the inner if. This is the outer if and this is the inner if. If the inner if condition is satisfied, a set of statements get executed. Else another set of statements get executed. So here, if and else are the keywords or the reserved words in Python programming language. And now, if this condition is satisfied, a set of statements get executed, else another set of statements get executed. And if the outer if condition fails, then we specify else, which is part of the outer if, and a set of statements get executed. Statement 1, statement 2 till statement n gets executed. So this is the syntax for nested if condition. Now let's look into a code example and see how it works in Python. So syntax we have covered. Now let's look into one of the code example. Say my num1 is equal to int input enter a number. So here we are taking the input from the user, which is in the string format, and we are type converting it into an int so that the num1 holds an integer value. Now we'll check for the nested if condition. If num1 greater than or equal to 0. So this is the condition. If is the keyword, condition is num1 greater than or equal to 0, and then we have to add a semicolon. Once we add a semicolon, the lines get indented. Here I write my another if statement. If num1 equal to 0. So within an if there is another if. So it is a case of a nested if condition. If num1 equal to 0, again we have to give a colon. So the statements get indented. Then I say print 0. Means the number entered by the user is 0. If num1 is greater than or equal to 0, we are checking num1. So if it is greater than or equal to 0, it enters the second if. In the second if, it checks if num1 equal to 0. If the number entered by the user is 0, then it prints 0. Else colon, and when we give else and colon, the line again gets indented. Print positive. The number entered by the user is positive. So if this is for this particular if statement. If num1 equal to 0, it prints 0, else it prints positive. If the first if fails, then we write the else of the first if, else print negative. That is, the number entered by the user is a negative number. Since it is not greater than or equal to 0, it is less than 0, so it will print negative. So this is the case of a nested if. We are having one if within, we are having a if within which we are having one more if, and then the set of statements get executed. And after this if statement gets executed, then we can proceed with the sequential flow of data. So now at the IDE or any IDE at the shell, if the user enters 25, it checks if num1 is greater than 0. Num1 is greater than 0 as it is 25. So it enters the second if. In the second if, it checks if num1 equal to 0. So since it is this condition fails, it comes to the else part and it prints positive. So now the value positive gets printed in this particular case. Now if I enter my number equal to 0, then num1 greater than or equal to 0 gets satisfied. It enters the second if, wherein it checks if num1 equal to 0. Yes, num1 is equal to 0. So it prints 0 in this particular condition. And now if user enters the number -5, the first if statement turns out to be false because it is not greater than or equal to 0. So it comes to the else statement and it prints negative. So this is how nested if works in Python. It's an example for nested if condition. Hope so friends, this is clear for you. Now let's move on to the fourth type, that is if, elif and else condition. If, elif, else condition. So here the syntax is if condition colon. If condition gets satisfied, it performs a set of statements. Elif, else if. Elif means else if. Else if condition colon, it performs another set of statements. ST3. If this condition, elif condition turns out to be false, the else statements get executed. So here we have if, elif and else. If the condition is satisfied, a set of statements are executed, which is part of the if block. Else we are checking for one more if condition. So we are writing one more if condition under the elif statement. If the condition is satisfied, it performs another set of statements. Else, if this condition fails, yet another set of statements get executed. So this is the syntax for if, elif and else statements. Now let's look into one of the code examples of how this particular condition works in Python. Let me take my num1 equal to int input, enter a number. So we have taken an input from the user. Now let's check for if, elif and else condition. If num1 greater than 0, this is the condition, that is num1 greater than 0, then I say print positive. If num1 greater than 0, it prints positive. Else, if num1 is not greater than 0, I'll check for one more condition, num1 equal to 0. So, elif I'm checking if num1 equal to 0. If it is so, then it prints 0. The number entered by the user is 0. Elif condition fails, then it will perform the else condition and it will print negative. So here we have if, elif and else condition. Num1 greater than 0, directly it will say positive. Else if num1 equal to 0, it will print 0. Else only one more condition is left, that is negative. So the value is negative. Suppose in ideally shell, if user enters -5, is num1 greater than 0? No. It will come to the elif condition. Num1 equal to 0, comparing. It's comparing if num1 is equal to 0. No. So it comes to the else condition and it prints negative. Similarly, if user enters 15, the first if condition gets satisfied and positive will be printed. If user enters 0, the first if condition fails, it comes to the elif. In elif, it checks if num1 equal to 0. Since num1 is equal to 0, the value 0 would be printed. So this is how if, elif and else condition works in Python. And now let's look into a code example to find the greatest of three numbers. Greatest of three numbers, to find which is the greatest among three numbers. So for this, let me say my a is equal to int input enter first number. My b is equal to int input enter second number. Then my c is equal to int input enter third number. So we are taking three inputs from the user. Now we'll write a code using nested if and also if, elif and else statements and see which is the greatest among these three numbers. So the code is if a greater than b, then I am writing another if, which is a case of nested if. If a greater than c, initially I am checking if a is greater than b and then a is greater than c. If so, print a greatest. Else print c greatest. C greatest. Elif b greater than c, print this elif should point at the same position as the if statement. Elif B greater than C, print B greatest. Else print C greatest. So it's having if, elif, else, and also one if within another if. So it is an example for nested if and as well if, elif and else statements. So how does the code work? Suppose user enters A as 15, B as 20, C as 30. Now we have to find the greatest among these three numbers. Now it will check for the first condition, A greater than B. Is A greater than B? No. It goes to the elif condition. Here it checks B greater than C. Is B greater than C? No. So it goes to the else condition and it will print C is the greatest. So C is the greatest among all. A, B and C. C is the greatest. Now let's take A equal to 30, B equal to 10, C equal to 20. So in this condition, it checks if A is greater than B. A is greater than B. So it checks if A is greater than C also. A is greater than C also. So it prints A is greatest. So in this case, A is the greatest. Now let's take one more condition wherein A is 10, B is 30, C is 15. So first it will check if A is greater than B. A is not greater than B. So it comes to the elif condition. B is greater than C. Yes, B is greater than C. So it prints B as the greatest. So basically here friends, initially to check if A is greater than B. And again in another if it checks if A is greater than C. Since A is greater than B and A is greater than C, it will print A as the greatest. Now A was greater than B, but A is less than C. So in that case, C is greatest will get printed. If A is not greater than B, it will come to the elif condition and it will check if B is greater than C. If B is greater than C, it will print B greatest, else it will print C as the greatest number. So this is an example, very good example of nested if and if, elif and else statements. Hope so friends, you have understood all the statements under the decision or selective control. So till now we have covered sequential and decision and selective control. In the next session, we'll look into the repetitive or iterative statements. So these were the code examples. Hope so it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.